Being skinny is one of the few things that is an advantage and a disadvantage at the same time, and let me explain you why. On one hand is a blessing because you won't have to deal with being overweight whatsoever. That usually comes with having a high metabolism, which on the other hand can be a curse and a real nightmare when you try to put muscle mass on, unless you're just too lazy to eat or work out. Going forward, I'll show you some things you'll have to understand. Puberty and genetics play a huge role in defining your aesthetics. And from what I heard at that time, the human body changes a lot, and which later will define the type of body you have. For the male body, you have 3 types: endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorphs. In this video, we will talk about the endomorph type, even though it's a bit harder to build wider because of its form. But you can still build a really nice aesthetic body, which for me looks more appealing in a non-gay way.
You are gay.
Muscle groups. You want to focus on the large muscle groups. You don't need to get lost in details. Work on the muscles that are really prominent and shapes your upper body. That is the main focus. Work out the chest, back, shoulders, and also the arms. Aim to hit these muscle groups at least 2 times a week. I don't mean to neglect the other parts, but focus more on the exercises that are really building you up. There are a lot of videos and workout plans out there. I'm not going to get into depth. You know what you have to do. Progressive overload. You know, there is this saying that you sleep on a win and you wake up with a loss. Now, for this matter, it is important for you to not settle down for just exercising. That, of course, if you don't want to be called Skinny Winnie for the rest of your life. So as you get stronger, you should gradually increase the amount of weight you lift. This could mean adding more weight plates to the barbell or using heavier dumbbells. Another way to avoid being called Skinny Winnie is to increase the number of repetitions you perform with a given weight, and you can also increase the number of sets you perform for a particular exercise. Doing higher number of reps isn't always good, even if it feels a bit more rewarding when you do 20 to 30 reps on one type of exercise because you think that doing a more higher number of reps helps you build more. But that's actually not necessarily true. It's about the intensity of the reps and being more compressed. If you want to build not only muscle mass but also strength, try to stay in the 8 to 12 rep range, and the failure point should be at the higher end in the rep 11 or 12. The point is that as soon as you feel it gets easier to reach the last reps, you increase the weight till the failure point is on the low range, like 7 or 8, and so on. You get the point. You're a smart boy. It's important to progress gradually. Avoid making huge jumps in weight or intensity if you don't want to stay on the bench for a couple of months. Be patient, not patient, if you know what I mean. When you get into your workout, you have to be 100% there with your mind so that you can be as effective as possible. Focus on the movement, tension, and contraction of the muscle. Avoid any type of distractions. Not only that bad form and technique can lead to injuries, but it can affect your muscle engagement too, meaning that some muscles might do more work than others, and will result in imbalances. Then you will look like this guy.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Do exercises the proper form right away. You don't want to learn the wrong form because it will make it difficult to correct it afterwards. If you're not sure how your form is, try to get some feedback from other fellow lifters. Also warm up and do some stretching before each workout to prepare your muscles. You have to get good sleep. Yeah, not that kind of sleep, but this kind of sleep. Not only for your muscle to properly recover, but so you don't feel fatigued during your next session. For most people, about 7 to 9 hours should be enough. If you don't get enough sleep, your hormones will get to suffer, especially testosterone, which according to a study published by Journal of American Medical Association, in just 1 week of sleep restriction, testosterone levels were decreased by 10 to 15% in young healthy men. So this should give you an answer of how important it is to have good quality sleep. Get rest days. For me, the weekends works the best, and maybe you can do some low-intensity activities to help your blood flow and recovery. Eat more, bruv. What do you think is going to make you look thicker? But on a serious note, having a caloric surplus is the only way. You need to consume more calories than your body burns. Around 300 to 500 extra calories is going to do the job. You know already that you have to take a lot of protein. The range is about 1 gram of protein per pound or 1.2 to 1.7 grams of protein per kilogram. Some good sources of protein are meat, chicken breast, fish, eggs, nuts, and seeds. Carbohydrates. Carbs are good for energy and recovery. Some complex carbs are whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Also get some healthy fats in too. Take liquid calories like protein shakes can be really helpful to get a good amount of calories and protein. There are a lot of things to take into mind. The idea is to have patience with it and to stay as consistent as possible. You'll learn a lot on the journey. Also, don't be harsh on yourself, and have fun with it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.